What if I told you some of the most famous gaps in skateboarding aren't actually as big as everyone thinks? And what if I told you others are way bigger than anyone ever realized? This video is all about impact, height, and the gnarliest of gaps. Because you know, size matters. And you might think this could be only a compilation of this guy.
Homoki!
It's not. There were skaters going just as big, long before him, and many tried, but most failed. But let's get right into it. The mother of all stair sets, El Toro. Yep, only 10th place, so you know where this list is going. It's looking like nobody will ever skate the set again in the near future. Only a handful of people threw themselves down the set. The first one being the Nuge in 2001. Here's what followed. Ending with the tray bomb heard around the world. But how tall is that set actually? When first researching the height, you find statements of it being actually taller than it is. But it seemed off to me. And luckily, I found out that the Dern bros went there to measure it. I linked the video in the description. A height of 9.5 feet and a length of 19 feet. Incredibly tall, but not as tall as our next spot. Again a 20 stair, the Skyline 20 stair. The Tommy Sandoval frontside flip for his part in the Zero Cold War video. The 20 stair, the Enzo Cautela hard flipped and turned pro for Enjoy right after. Who would have thought that the Skyline 20 stairs are actually taller than El Toro? Again, the Dern bros went there to measure it.
Each stair is 11 inches.
Thank you guys. They are actually 9.9 feet in height, a whole 4.8 inches taller than El Toro. That's almost a whole step. I wonder if the impact is less due to a better ground or a better roll-up. But whatever. Frontside flip and hard flip at 20 stair, that's just gnarly.
Probably not gonna frontside flip El Toro.
But it gets even bigger. Again, it's Enzo Cautela. We witnessed skating this monster of a 10 block, the Emage 20 stairs. This time I couldn't find any info on the actual height of the spot. Where are you when I need you, Dern bros? I tried a lot to calculate the height, like reverse image searching these metal grills on the stairs, but after some geoguessing I actually found a spot on Street View, the trash cans and lampposts they use in Denver, and somewhat tried to calculate the height of the blocks, which comes to about 3.19 meters or 10.47 feet. Of course, I can't be completely sure about the measurements, so if you live in Denver, please just go there, measure it, and correct me in the comments. Enzo's incredible kickflip was not the only trick that went down these huge blocks. Also Jim Greco, all he did back in the day for the Death Wish video. And from one legend to the other, we climbed the ladder of the biggest spots with the Butcher, Diego Bucchieri, and his legendary 20 stair ollie in Tokyo. I reached out to him on Instagram to get some special insights on the spot. Early 8 AM session because of security bust and a super short run up. Run, throwdown and immediate 20 stair ollie. Unfortunately, no insights on the height of the set though. To find out the height, I made him stand upright next to the stairs. A bit less than 2 Diegos in height. I also found out that modern outer stairs in Japan have a height of 16 centimeters each to accommodate heavy foot traffic. Compared to Diego's height of around 5'7", it's a match. We're talking of a set of 3.20 meters or 10.5 feet. But again, if you live in Tokyo, go measure the set and let me know how close I came with my calculations. In my opinion, not unlikely that the Butcher jumped a set of this height. Special shoutouts to Diego, you legend. And now, we're making a big jump in height, the Jaws Louisville blocks. And yes, still only the 6th tallest spot on our list. He's not only jumping his 20 stair, he goes up on the ledge next to it, because what is a simple 20 stair for Jaws? He clears this huge drop from the ledge and also earned him the Thresher cover of July 2011. Luckily, this time I found an article from JENKEM claiming its height, so I didn't have to make my stupid calculations again. Almost 13 feet in height and a length of 27.5 feet. Definitely one of the tallest and longest drops ever skated, but still not the tallest. Because now it gets really legendary. Matt Schlager. Who of you remembers this name? The famous 13-13 ollie attempt in the rain. Not even coming close to clearing it. I know it's not a make, but I just had to include this one here. Again, JENKEM had the measurements of the spot in their article. 13.85 feet in height, 21.5 feet in length. A monster of a set that probably never will be cleared.
So tight.
Fuck yeah!
But I guess he tried at least, right? Special shout out to Matt Schlager for trying this and for being such a damn legend. But what is the Big Gap video without Sheckler and the Costco Gap? He didn't only ollie it on an Etnies trip when he was 16 years old, he actually went back a couple of years later to kickflip it. Probably one of the most legendary kickflips ever done, and for sure a place in skateboarding's Hall of Fame. Storied Skateboarding made a sick video talking to Sheckler about the trick. I'll link it in the description. Rolling up from the street, onto the sidewalk, over a grass gap with a fence, and then the drop down to the parking lot. From the ground up to the fence, it measures 14 feet. And you can see how he has to tuck his knees on the landing due to the impact. I did hear some rumors before of other people skating it, but yet haven't seen anyone.
Somebody else needs to get something here. I think DeTomasso could frontside flip it. I think he could frontside flip it. I think Joslin could try flip it. Like, there's tricks to be done here still. Spot is still good, and it is ready for you.
And then we have the probably most famous never landed trick of all time. The spot's so famous it was even included in the early Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. Jamie Thomas and the Leap of Faith. Again, Storied Skateboarding has a good video on it, and also JENKEM did a super cool piece revisiting it many years later. They're both linked. Unfortunately, it is not skatable anymore, but they measured it anyways. A drop of 14.3 feet. Maybe not even humanly possible to absorb this much impact, you'd think. But we're only in our third place, and I promise this was the last non-landed trick on our
I
list.
think the future little kids are just going to be molded into jumping, so maybe we might see some 20-foot drops in the future. I hope so.
The second tallest spot of all time, honoring the original Leap of Faith with its name, the Miami Leap of Faith. Up until a couple of years ago, an unknown spot, until Jace DeTomasso rolled up and ollied it.
No!
And this time he didn't only try it, he actually landed it. People on the internet were going crazy, debating if it was taller than the original Leap of Faith or not. So JENKEM once again took action and went there together with Jace to measure it. 14.6 feet, 3.5 inches taller. It does seem humanly impossible to actually absorb that much impact, but Jace DeTomasso ollied it anyway. The tallest ollie landed of all time. And finally, the one you've been waiting for, the Lyon 25, the tallest spot ever skated. Probably made famous by Ali Boulala, who tried to ollie it for his flip sorry part in 2002. For years it stayed unlanded and it was about to go down as another Leap of Faith, a spot that was tried but never landed. Until 12 years later, Aaron Jaws Homoki turned up to do the heaviest split I've ever seen in skateboarding.
Yeah, so I just got back from the doctor, said that I tore my MCL. It's completely torn, and it's going to take about 6 to 8 months to heal. I know I can do it, so I definitely want to go back.
Calling from the doctor's office, he says even though he tore his ACL, he wants to come back and try it again. What the fuck? A year later, he actually comes back. This time he brings Ali Boulala for some motivation, and he goes for it again.
Let's do it!
Just look at the board size he set up this time to land it.
Yeah, you're fucking good right there.
And after a couple of tries, bails, and a lot of trouble with the security at the spot, he actually has to come back the day after.
Mais là, appelez-les alors. Appelez-les. Il peut pas s'arrêter. Il pourra pas s'arrêter tout de suite.
Je vous embête.
Et on y va.
Je vous embête.
Je sais, monsieur, on veut pas vous embêter.
S'il vous plaît, sortez de là gentiment et c'est terminé.
Again, early in the morning, but the security is already there. So another day, another try.
All right, Allie. Give me that. Right here, dude. You psyched? Ready?
And he comes so close. Until he actually lands it. Melon grab down the Lyon 25. A set with a height of 14.76 and a length of 21.29 feet. Forever staying the only skater to ever land this beast of a stair set. Even though other people tried to ollie it after, the impact is just too heavy, and Joss stays the only person on Earth to ever clear it on a skateboard.